Hey, everybody. It's your favorite show, The D-Tox, with your host, Ellen Risha.
Elijah.
And Freddie.
You and that weird shit you do every time.
And Freddie. It's like in school when she's like taking attendance. Freddie.
That is how I used to do it, actually.
Yeah, exactly. I can tell it. I see it. You probably hated popcorn chicken. You're like, I want to say my name.
All right, you guys. Well, let's get started. So I guess we'll start off with CeeLo. Apparently, he's got some sort of legal problems going on. A woman's claiming that he, date raped her.
Ew.
And he decided to take to Twitter to defend himself. And the problem is that he made a statement, and it was, how can she give consent if she was asleep?
Technically, he is right.
And this is the thing. So when I read it, what I feel like CeeLo was trying to say, but he didn't say this properly because he's a nigga, is that why am I being charged for something when the person who is making the accusation has said that she doesn't remember or know what happened? She's making an assumption that this is what happened to her based on that they woke up next to each other. But that's not how he said it. That's not what he said. What he said was, how can she give consent if she's asleep? Words are important. You have to learn how to phrase that yourself.
I think we should start out with, why are you even on any social media when you have court?
That's a good thing, too.
Your lawyer needs to speak for you, and
Shut the fuck up.
it
His
kind of
PR
sounds
team-
like date rape. That's kind of how it goes.
His PR
She probably
team
won't
was
know what
not, he
happened.
went rogue on this one. CeeLo, I understood what you were saying, what I think you were trying to say in that statement, but you said it like a nigga. You did not yes, it's unfair for people to just be able to say, hey, this person did this to me, and then for all of the blame to now be shifted and no one to be looking at the supposed victim as to, okay, well, get both sides of the story.
Wait,
but your side of the story, CeeLo, is so fucking retarded.
Wait, he's divorced?
I didn't know CeeLo was married.
Yeah, CeeLo had his little wifey.
No shit.
Have you ever seen the Cribs and the Sweet 16 with his daughter?
No.
Oh, yeah, he had a beautiful wife. She was gorgeous.
That doesn't mean he's not cheating.
That's so sad.
Yeah, so I don't know. He's waking up with bitches and they don't know what happened.
I see him doing it with his big glasses and his white pussy cat next to him.
Well, this is the problem. And so, Rick Ross made that... You guys are stupid. Rick Ross had the same kind of problem when he made that comment in his song about, I slipped her a Molly and took her home, enjoyed it, she didn't even know it. But this is the thing. Rick Ross, his core demographic is nothing but niggas, for the most part. So niggas accepted that shit and just kept it pushing. Even the females were defending him, and I'm like, you dumb hoes.
But it's Rick Ross.
CeeLo is Mr. On The Voice. His core demographic is very pop oriented. He has had crossover hits.
And so he's very white now.
And so I'm just so
Yeah.
They
don't like Rick.
your PR team, they don't. Unless it's done by a rich white man. Your PR team should have had a better reign on you. This is why certain celebrities don't need social media accounts that are run exclusively by them, because they do shit that is stupid. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I can't get the picture out of him with that white cat and glasses.
CeeLo, I mean, it's really sad if this is what happened, and I don't put it past anyone, especially because people with a certain amount of money and influence start to feel like they can do whatever they want to. But there's also this as well. I feel like he's right in saying it's not fair for just anyone to be able to get accused of something and for them to immediately be guilty without any other, investigation into what's going on. I'm sure they're going to investigate. I'm sure there's going to be a trial and all that stuff. But he's already deemed guilty. Everyone's all like, you raped her. You date raped her. And that very well might have happened.
Has she had a rape kit or something? Do they know for sure if she had intercourse or something? I don't know. There's a procedure that this all goes by, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to know the circumstances of what happened until they actually go to trial and everyone can, all this stuff can be brought up. But I mean, men need to learn what consent means.
Yeah.
Consent is saying yes in a proper frame of mind.
What makes me upset is that when money's involved, both stories, I don't believe neither person. Because, sadly, there are some bitches out there that literally just want to do it for the money.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole Colin Kaepernick thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was another big one. That was actually my favorite thing for a while. Like, I'm a Colin Kaepernick, yo ass.
What?
I mean,
Goodness.
issues of rape are really, really sensitive because you never want to feel like you are not supportive of the victim. But there are instances where the person being accused is the actual victim because it happened. I don't know how to explain this in a better way. I just feel like both parties have a certain responsibility for things that happen to them. Mm. If you are a man and you're getting intoxicated, you need to know that if the woman that you are with is intoxicated, legally she can't give consent because she's drunk. Like, that's how it is. And all of us have had sex while we're drunk. So technically, we could potentially all have, been raped or rapers.
Or be rapers.
We could all pursue it if we wanted to. And if you got money, then you really don't need to be doing this.
That's one of the, you have to be really cautious when you take in substances that modify, your cognitive behavior and skills.
You should just stop taking groupies.
Yeah. Sleep with your wife.
Right?
Shit.
She's super beautiful. Very dominant woman, though. Totally telling cribs. She was
Well, that's why this happened.
Probably. He was tired of it.
And I bet she beat his ass when she got
Get your Miss ass over here.
Right. So, our next story is about Joan Rivers, who was having vocal cord surgery and I guess went into cardiac arrest. And I don't mean to sound uninterested because someone is dying, and that's really hard on anyone to lose someone that they love, and I know that her daughter's probably going through it, and so do the people that love her. But I just kind of feel like Joan Rivers was a really ugly person inside.
What do you mean, though?
I don't like her. I just feel like she's a bitch.
Well, that's what made her what she is.
That doesn't mean
that's her character.
I know. But I don't think it's a character. I think Joan Rivers is a bitch. You know that saying where they say, people think that I'm just being really funny when I'm really just being a bitch? I kind of just feel like Joan Rivers is a bitch.
No, because I saw her documentary.
No,
I don't feel like I used to feel that way. I don't really like her per se, but I feel like I get it.
I mean, I'm really sad for the family. It's really hard to lose anyone.
I'm not sad for anyone. Shit happens, whatever. But my thing is that she, the way that she is and the way she promoted herself, the way she, built this, it's not really an empire about her, just her platform of who she is, it makes sense. Because being a woman trying to do what she did, gotta be a cunt. And she knew it, and that's what, but the thing with her is that she's stuck with it. She didn't try to modernize it with time. That's what she is, that's how she does it, and she doesn't know any other way.
And I have a problem with that.
I'm not forcing you to like her. I'm just telling
you. I know.
and
that's the thing. I don't like comedians like that. I don't like Lisa Lampanelli.
I love Lisa Lampanelli.
She's too much for me. Like that. And they're like, oh, it's just jokes. I do not like those kind of jokes. And you know that because we're friends. You and I, skate on what is appropriate and what is inappropriate when we're talking. But, I mean, I'm sad that Joan Rivers is dying because she's dying. That's a really sad situation to go through. But I'm just
But that's my favorite type of comedy.
I just don't like her.
I love super racial, borderline racist. Actually, I love racism.
I don't like that. But that's because I'm more militant. I take racism personally, and it makes me want to, throw a Molotov bomb through your fucking bedroom window and blow your shit up. It makes me go on some, Nat Turner shit. And so
Malcolm X shit.
I don't do well with it. I don't do well accepting racism.
No,
it makes me want to kill you.
It's such a funny thing.
It just makes me murderous.
I feel maybe because I look at it from a different standpoint.
And that might be it.
I feel like I have. Even though I've had some, pretty racist moments in my life.
Well, yeah, you went to R.C. Willie and they treated you like you were broke.
Well,
you're
that's
Mexican.
I
guarantee you, had you been white, they'd have been like, sir, can I help you?
I know, I totally get it. But I feel like with racism, even when white people do it and they're comedians, they do such a flair with it, it amazes me. You can't get offended the way, I don't know.
I get offended, but I get offended when black people are racist as well. Like, I do not like racism. I think that it's just bad all the way around. Like, I just don't like it. And so, when anyone is like, does it excessively, I just kind of lose interest in what they're doing. I just can't stomach it.
I just don't see, I feel like it's such a play on stereotypes that I can't see it as racism.
I know, but I don't like the perpetuation of stereotypes.
But they're funny.
I don't find them funny.
I think they're hilarious.
I don't like people to stereotype people because then it lumps them together, and then it's really hard to break out of a stereotype once it's solidified. And I don't like the idea of forcing someone, like that whole, manifest destiny situation. I don't like that.
Do you feel like they don't have that much material and aren't that talented, so they like...
I mean, race jokes are easy.
Yeah.
No, they are super easy.
They're easy. Because you can be like, blah, 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 I met this black person, da, 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 and then everyone laughs. But, I mean, like, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, with certain type, like, my favorite is Louis C.K. I love how he can use slur words you're never supposed to be using, but he does it in a way that's totally different. It's not, but it's based off of stereotypes, but it's more progressed.
I mean,
so
I
just like that. I don't know, maybe because it makes me think a little bit. Like it's like a punchline later, but I just feel like racism jokes, you have to look at it differently. And I think, I don't know, like I'm not that I say racism's amazing or anything like that, or like people are okay to do it. But when it comes to comedy, I just feel it's a different way to look at things.
And I'm not saying that the people that like do these jokes, I'm not saying that they are racist per se. I'm just saying that I do not like that being used as their crutch for their career. I don't know.
You just don't enjoy it.
I just don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think, I don't think Joan Rivers is racist. Oh
no, she's a bitch.
She's just different. I don't think Lisa Lampanelli is racist. I just don't like their jokes. And so.
That's fair.
I mean.
Oh, it is.
Shout out to Melissa. Stay strong, girl. Because losing someone, especially when they're on life support, is ungodly hard.
Oh, she's on life support?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's ungodly hard. So, I mean, stay strong, girl.
Yes.
And then, I guess another news, we'll talk about Michael Sam. So Michael Sam was released from his contract he was playing for the Rams. Am I correct? Yes? Or the Vikings?
Oh, the gay guy who kissed his...
He was playing for the Rams because they kept making jokes about it.
Yeah. What happened to him?
So he was released from his contract with the Rams, and then he just now got signed to the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, good for him.
So he also had an offer from WWE.
Oh, okay. We'd love to see you in these locker rooms.
I mean, Michael Sam, holla at me. I think I'm better looking than your boyfriend.
But his boyfriend has mafia ties.
I don't give a fuck.
I thought that was probably the only reason why he was interested. That's like a background story.
I don't give a fuck about that. But yeah, so congrats, Michael Sam. Keep doing it. Keep pushing it. Take a step back from all this like media thing. Do your training camp and get your ass out there.
Wait, is he doing like?
And do some stats.
Is he doing interviews and shit like that, or what is he doing?
Well, I mean, there's lots of people that like they're very interested in him. He's the first openly gay NFL player. So, but you need to focus on your craft, your sport, and do that. The rest of that shit will come later because you're the only gay one. I don't see anybody else coming.
So don't ruin it.
Make sure you stay in the game.
Yeah.
Stay in the game.
Make sure you're a football player who happens to be gay, not a gay football player.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't let your sexual orientation, define you.
Because then you'll be the first gay failure footballer.
There you go.
And then it won't ever happen.
So in Columbia, South Carolina, a 16-year-old boy is suing the DMV because they wouldn't allow him to take his driver's license photo without wearing his makeup. So I guess he says he is androgynous.
Mm-hmm.
He goes for the androgynous look, which, I mean,
what did he have
boys
on?
wear makeup.
He just had makeup on.
Like just like whatever, light,
He had
natural look.
He had a little foundation on. His hair was crimped and a little eyeliner.
But look where he was though.
True. But that doesn't mean that he should be at fault. I mean, shit. He wanted to wear a little bit of makeup.
Also, when they look at his ID, he probably's going to have makeup on, and now they won't recognize him.
Right?
This ain't you.
They're like, who the fuck is this? The whole cross-dressing transgender thing, like, it frustrates me that it's that big of a deal. Like, I don't really care because what you're doing doesn't really affect me. If you want to wear pumps, go ahead and wear pumps. If you want to slay and get your face done up to the gods, then do it. I'm not doing it, so I don't give a damn what you do.
Yeah.
His parents didn't have a damn problem with it. The DMV had a problem with it. And I mean, if this is what the person's going to look like, then this makes sense for him to wear it that way.
I know.
How old is he?
16.
Were they using that this is a phase and that's why they're making you do it or whatever?
No. I think their argument was he has to appear like he is without misrepresenting his or her identity.
They don't make girls take off their makeup all the time.
Right? And lots of bitches don't look like they do with their makeup on.
Oh my god, first date, so it would be at a swimming pool.
Boom.
Right.
Take your thumb, lick it, and run it across your face.
Dang.
Take
Spray it
all
with
of
a
this
water
shit,
bottle.
right?
Shut up. Like you do with cats.
I don't have a problem with it. I think that you should just let the little boy do whatever the hell, like, not whatever the hell he wants, but I mean...
I'm just not surprised to comment enough because of the location.
True.
I just can't. Like,
I mean, he's in the South, but I mean, in areas like that, you're not going to see a lot of progression unless people push the envelope. That's the thing. In more progressed parts of the country, there's a larger population pushing the bounds of what they feel is acceptable.
I used to believe that type of stuff, but remember that small docuseries that ABC did, Would You, or whatever that was? It literally showed how remember they did like a lesbian couple out at a dinner, and how in the South they got really protective of that family. Same thing happened in New York in a super busy restaurant that was supposed to be a liberal, progressive area. Did anyone defend that family? No.
You could be right.
So I just, well, then that's what I feel like that takes away from my comment as well. But right? But I don't know.
Take it back.
Wow.
So I'm sure you'll find pockets of areas where it'll be different. But I mean, for the most part, I feel like the South has remained the same because no one challenges anything that goes on in the South.
Well, no, because
it's still segregated down there.
Even though that it's segregated, did you know that there are more same-sex parents in Mississippi than any other state?
That doesn't surprise me.
I thought that was so funny. Like, there's little things like that it like totally changes what you would think about something.
That doesn't really surprise me. I think Mississippi would be a great place to raise a family.
I know there's a lot of venereal diseases in the South, which really doesn't surprise me either, because of their religious practices of how they don't believe in any protection.
It go.
Or yeah.
You mean what?
Or protection.
Oh, I thought you said reproduction, and I was like, nah, I don't think that's the word you want to use.
they know about reproduction.
So, like, I don't think that's the correct
Fruitful
word.
and multiply. That's their favorite verse.
So I guess now my thoughts are just like, you can't, whatever. Can't take anything face value.
Leave the little boy alone. Let him wear his mascara and his Sephora.
I remember this kid in high school who what's the right word? See, now I'm even confused. I don't even know what right term to use now. Because tranny means something else.
Well, tranny is derogatory.
That is?
People in the transgender
See, I don't know any of that.
Yeah, apparently they don't like that, even though it's abbreviation of the word.
Yeah, people in the transgender community,
so it's like
from what I've been told, do not like the word tranny. And I was confused because remember, you and I used to watch RuPaul's Drag Race, and he uses that word all the time.
They use tranny all the time.
But he has said in interviews, I'm going to continue to use the word tranny. I don't care.
So tranny is a cross-dresser?
No.
Like abbreviation of a cross-dresser?
Tranny is abbreviation of it could be either transsexual or transgender. So transsexual are people who have changed their sex.
And transgender are people who just cross-dress and think they're the other? Or what?
Is transgender when they haven't done the operation?
Because I know one of them is more of like a outside thing, and one is more inside.
Yeah, I think that's transgender, because transsexual means that you literally changed your sex. So
that's really...
Whatever.
What's that one?
And then there's drag queens and kings, people who just dress a certain way on.
Wait, there's trans kings, whatever.
What?
Well, like a stud.
So it's.
And let me tell you, I've met plenty of studs in my life where I've been like, if you was a man, Lord.
So use the word stud. don't use trans
But
king.
then again, I don't know. That stud thing is a little different because some studs want to be boys, and some studs are just a tomboy, but so like they are a proud lesbian.
So according to Webster, transsexual is a person who has undergone a sex change operation. Mm-hmm. So transgender is what you feel. Transsexual
is what you did.
Is what
like what's been done.
What you have physically modified about yourself to match who you feel as a person.
Because I always felt like cross-dressing was under a category.
I'm sure it goes under like the LGBTQ category. Like,
or like that.
That broad scope of like what?
Top and bottom, that's what that's under. Let's keep it simple. Because not everybody wants their gender to be different.
And not everyone wants their gender to be defined. And so you just kind of
But that's what I don't get either then. So what's the point of fighting for something that you don't want defined?
They're fighting for you to accept them saying.
But what are you then?
They are who they are.
Well, honestly,
sorry, catch a game.
Wait, but real transsexual people, shouldn't they be under the straight category then?
Well, technically they would be once they had a full, because there's very few who's done complete.
Yeah, so transsexuals, those are straight people, and shouldn't you be going by that?
They're straight if they're straight.
Why are you still trying to be in the gay categories? You don't want to be gay. You've done everything to not be gay.
Well, because they're not they are not afforded the rights that they want. That's the thing. Even like transgender people, like statistically, are like the least likely to get hired. Like they're least likely to be hired. Like they still face discrimination because a lot of them, I don't know, a lot of them don't. They want to spread their story and let people know, and so they're not living under, a cloak of what they used to be or what they are now. I feel like
I'm gonna come out like an asshole like this because I like reading their story, I love hearing their stuff, and then like, okay, this is what I've done. But then as they tell their story, they don't want to be judged. They don't want to be, well, not judged, but they don't want to be categorized into something. But I feel like when you're trying to tell a story, to me, it just seems like you want to be put in a place. Like you want to be accepted, but in a certain like position, gender, whatever. So that's why I get so confused sometimes. I'm like, okay, you're fighting for something. You want someone to know you by something, but at the same time, you don't want to be known by a certain thing.
No, because I've never, for like most of the transsexual people that I have met have said that I am a transsexual woman. I am a transsexual man. They're not saying I am a man or I am a woman. So, which I guess it's kind of confusing to me because all their stories that they've ever given me, they said I always felt like I was a man or I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't you just be like, I'm a woman? And like, then if you ask, I was born a man.
Like, I get it. You want to tell me a story. I get it like that. But I just don't get this whole, okay, I'm trans so-and-so. And I don't want to be just recognized as a woman or a man. But at the same time, I don't want to be recognized as just a transgender person.
If we have any transsexual or transgender listeners out there, please write us in and help us clarify this because we're trying our best to understand because we'd like to be able to promote a proper understanding of what it is that's going on in that part of the community, but we don't exactly know. It's hard to be educated about this because I feel like transsexual and transgender people have really only just started to come into the light.
It's super new, yeah.
Like they've always been there, but I feel like now they're just starting to, and with people like Laverne Cox and what's her name?
The one, the redheaded black one, right?
The Victoria's Secret, the one that we're petitioning for to be in Victoria's Secret.
Oh, Carmen Carrera?
Carmen Carrera. All of these people, I feel like now it's getting pushed to the forefront, and so now people are asking more questions. So if we have any listeners out there.
Cher's daughter, son.
Oh, yeah.
She's
write into us and let us know.
Yeah. We'd like some clarification.
If I could have looked like Cher, I would have just let it go.
All right, you guys. Well, now to the juicy part.
Juicy.
Love and Hip Hop, The Reunion, Part 2.
Dose.
So, Ellen, go ahead, because I know I was watching your little Twitter and everything else because you were ready.
No, okay. When I was posting that Twitter, I looked up and I already missed so much, so I had to pause it and play it in slow motion so I could see every single hit, every single ponytail that was whipped off. It was crazy.
So last week we gave you guys a preface, and I think even a couple more weeks behind that we said what the rumors were of what happened. So it all started because Benzino made a cocaine comment. And then him and Stevie got to going back and forth like, you don't want to do this, or we could do this. And you know how niggas do when they're getting ready to try to get some shit started. Mm-hmm. Then Jocelyn and Stevie stood up and started walking towards them. So pause. We all know if someone gets up and starts walking towards you, they're going to try to do something. You now need to be on the defense.
Yes.
You watch them walk towards you and then allowed your girl to get smacked dumbass times in the mouth by Jocelyn.
He didn't listen to Mama D.
And Mama D tried to tell you, she said, protect your home. Those two gonna stick together. She's trying to let you know. Be ready to swing on this bitch. Like, and then I think at some point he hit Jocelyn in the mouth because he kept screaming at her, yeah, bitch, I did that. I punched you in your fucking mouth.
I thought that.
And I was like, oh, shit.
What?
And so,
he's a bitch.
all of that happens. And I will give it to him. He's trying to cover. The reason he's not fighting Stevie is because he's trying to cover Althea. He's trying to block her. So his whole upper body's taking all the shots from Jocelyn. So, okay, you did what you're supposed to do there. So, anyways, they get everything pulled away.
The couch flipped over and they're like pulling them and stuff. And then Althea's like hitting her with a security guard holding her.
So Althea was I thought Althea was going to be a punk, but she was swinging back at her. Yeah. So then they get him taken off and they get them broken apart. And then somehow Jocelyn gets free and she comes around the corner and she sees Tammy. Keep in mind, Tammy's sitting on the couch. She's talking to Mama D and Bambi, not even seeing this. And Jocelyn comes by. Tammy stands up. Yeah. Tammy stands up in time and then Jocelyn starts swinging on her. And then, now, if you guys don't know, Tammy is married to Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka happens to be on tour right now with Steve Aoki. Because Waka is the only person on the show with an actual job. Making money. And so he's not there. Now I feel that Jocelyn and Stevie did this because they knew that Waka wasn't there. Because Waka, unlike everyone else on the show, is like one of those real niggas. He will shoot you.
He's actually crazy.
He will kill you. He's about that life. And you can tell by his mom because when Jocelyn jumped on Tammy, all you saw was, and I had to watch this part several times because I live for Deb Abney. Deb grabs Jocelyn by the hair and is pulling her back. Something that all these fucking security guards that were on Jocelyn couldn't do. But she grabbed her by the roots of that damn weave and snatched the bitch back, punched her in the head a couple times, and then kind of flung her back. And then the security guard pushed her. And she starts yelling off on the security guard. So shout out to Deb. Way to handle your business.
All right.
Tammy ran around the other side, picked up a fucking bottle.
Picked up some bottles and threw them. Yeah.
She was trying to fucking kill this bitch. She was not kidding.
Yes.
So you think it's all over then?
Althea tried to throw a bottle too, but the security took it from her.
Yeah.
Apparently they had tons of bottles around all these ratchet bitches.
Well, the show it's the show done by Mona Scott, and Mona's got mixed Moscato going on, and so she, of course, you only see them drinking mixed Moscato. You never see them drinking anything else. But Tammy took off like a little fucking roadrunner and was like, "I'm gonna get this bitch with this bottle." So then they moved them up, and Mimi, who was looking fucking flawless, by the way, she looked too damn good, was coming down the stairs as Jocelyn and Stevie were going up the stairs. And then they got into it in the stairway. Mm-hmm. Now, when I talked about this last time, it said that like Mimi had fallen down the stairs, but it didn't look like she fell down the stairs to me because she had Jocelyn by her hair. Again, I don't know how Jocelyn, she got a fucking super duper sew-in. But they're screaming at Mimi to let go of Jocelyn, and they finally get them broken apart. It was so much ratchetness.
It was live.
So they get back on, and they're all sitting down. Althea, Benzino, Stevie J, and Jocelyn leave. Everyone else is sitting out there talking, and then just is all like, they're on drugs.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, they're on drugs. Jocelyn's friend says that she's on drugs. Everyone's like, they have a drug problem.
They're like, they have a drug problem, and they got issues. So.
And they've got internal issues. I just thought it was kind of funny. Like, everyone on that show has had their own issues with Jocelyn. But I see that she only went for the people that are weak. With. Like, she went for Althea because I don't really see Althea as a fighter. She went for Tammy because Waka's not there. She went for Mimi on Mimi's back. Mimi wasn't facing her when she tried to go for her. She tried to go for nobody like Rashida because Rashida had her ass. She didn't try to fuck with Kalina because Kalina would have had that ass. She didn't fuck with Erica D because she would have had that ass, and Scrappy would have beat the shit out of Stevie.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's true. Well, and she mainly went off people that she has the most problems with.
But I mean, her problems with Tammy, I'm like, those are so minuscule. Like,
but
why?
it was the most recent, though. She doesn't have any problems with the other girls.
But then why did she go off on Tammy during the show? Remember when they went to dinner in the show, and Tammy was like, I just feel like you were doing this.
I don't know. She had on red, and she's a bull, so she attacked.
That's what I mean.
I don't know, but
I don't
if
know,
a
the
girl
cocaine was
that I
deep.
got beef with is fighting everybody, I'm not gonna sit having a conversation. I don't like this bitch, and she going crazy.
True. And
I
then
don't know.
on top of that, it's like, so then they're talking and they're discussing how Stevie J and her aren't really married. Stevie's her pimp.
Duh.
And I was like, I've said this forever. And then remember the last real episode before they went out, she was all like, you take everything from me when I make you mad. You take my Chanel, you take all the phones.
You hide my computer.
You take everything. And he's like, I like to run a tight ship, and sometimes I have to take control, and that means taking things away. Yeah. That sounds like pimp speak. Bitch, don't do right, I'm gonna take all your shit. Like, that doesn't sound like...
It's never really been a secret, though. Like, if you ask her, she'd probably say yeah.
But I've been saying that forever since I met... Like, since they started... Since I met them.
I know,
since they started. Because I'm like... Where do they get all this money from? She don't make no good music. He ain't got made no damn songs in forever. Where is all this money coming from? It's rented. And then you remember when Benzino was talking and he was all like, oh yeah, the driver was all like, I take her to mansions and stuff like that. I'm thinking... Oh, so this bitch she's a prostitute.
Yeah.
You taking her and she's...
Her career didn't change.
Her status just did.
Yeah.
Now she can pretend like she's making songs. El La Negra. Ugh.
Mi corta.
I be getting money. She sounds like... She sounds like, what's his name from... What's that show? Yo Mama. Wilder Valderrama. Cash money.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know why... I don't know. In Joss's mind, yeah, that's her pimp. And he's her favorite pimp that she's had. So why knock it? I don't know. It's nothing new. Us discovering this, you think she don't know? Like,
I discovered this when they first started. I said she a prostitute and he out like a pimp. They must be doing some shit like that going on. Cause I ain't heard a single. The shit ain't on iTunes. Bitch, where you getting this money from? You talking about all this money you making. I'm not seeing it coming from no record sales.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, that's their relationship they got going on. And they are happy with it. So,
sometimes.
Whatever.
Sometimes.
Then that's fine. I'm sure hoes are sometimes happy with their pimps and sometimes not.
And
I know hoes, so.
Dawn was talking about, she said that when Stevie proposed to Mimi and Jocelyn at the same time, that it broke Jocelyn down. And I was like, that makes sense. If you're going to be a pimp, you have to break down your property before you can build it up the right way. But it broke them down, or her down, to the point where now she's just afraid of Stevie hurting her again. And I'm just like, oh, God, I cannot wait for episode 3 when they're talking, because you can see the cocaine running through their veins. Their eyes are fucking huge as hell. Stevie keeps fucking like doing the coke sniff with his nose. I'm like, you niggas is high as a fucking kite. High as a kite.
I know, she was like, people get mad because I smoke a blunt or two.
I'm like, only because it's laced with cocaine. Like, I don't know. I feel like, and this is how I said this a while back, I feel like reality TV shows are going to start pushing the limit of physical violence, and someone's going to eventually get really, really hurt. Because every time this happens and you allow it, it has to get better. So, Real Housewives of Atlanta, there was that fight between Portia and Kenya. The ratings went through the roof. Love and Hip Hop is like, okay. And I feel like there's a delay. Because I feel like in no other time would you allow two people aggressively moving towards two others and allow the security guards to not jump in. There was a delay. It felt like, it was like Mona said, wait this amount of time before you go in there. It looks very... The security guard looks very like they jumped in at the last minute.
Yeah, they were able to run up to them and hit them a few times before they came up.
So
like, where were they?
I feel like eventually we're gonna see like someone really get hurt, like someone's gonna actually get to them with the fucking bottle or some shit like that before people take notice. But I can't wait for episode 3. Shit, give me the ratchet.
I know. What's part? Did you see stupid ass Nico lying?
Oh my god, I almost forgot.
I was looking for Mimi. He's backstage on the phone.
He's walking,
and
he's
shit.
talking on the phone, he's just walking around. And then Arian called him out and was all like, she's shaking her head the whole time he's talking. And they're like, oh, you don't believe him? She's like, no, I feel like you could have tried harder. I can't wait for Mimi to see this shit. I cannot wait.
No.
Because I'm like, damn, bitch, do you not get it? This nigga does not care about you. And
Are they
he's
like
gay.
together or no?
They're together.
What?
And he's gay. He is gay. Nico is gay. I don't know why people are trying to fight it. We all know he likes ass on a man. Dick and balls.
Is Nico the one that did that porn thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ratatouille.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looks like he'll give you a hysterectomy with his teeth.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Chomp, 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 chomp.
No.
All right, you guys. That's it for our celebrity news and gossip. Oh my God, it was so much to do, but we just had to get through all of it. So much has
We
happened.
had to.
And we had to talk about love and hip hop.
It was too.
Ellen and I are all about it.
Yeah.
So now we're going to move into our listener letter portion. Remember, you can send all your letters to us at askthedetox@gmail.com. And also your updates, because we've had some really good letters and we are waiting to hear how things went.
Yes.
So our first letter.
So our first letter is anonymous.
Why you gotta be anonymous?
I know, right? It goes, what up, y'all?
Hey, y'all.
I'm writing because I'm asking about my current boyfriend. We are 4 states apart, and I'm getting tired.
I bet. Shit.
I love this man so much. He was the first man to make commitment seem like a real thing.
Oh.
He calls me every day, and we FaceTime 4 times a week. We are from the same high school, and we're also sweethearts, or I guess high school sweethearts.
Oh.
But this long distance thing is getting to me. Not that I'm looking for a new man, but this girl needs some more skin on skin action. We are both college students and can't afford to see each other often, and I don't know if I can hang on for the next 2 years. Am I a bitch for needing more, or should I just trudge forward and wait for us to be together? Please help.
So at what point in your mind when you started this relationship did you not think that a long distance relationship would be hard? I get frustrated with people that do this because you have to understand that you are not going to be fucking every night. He lives 4 states apart. It sounds really romantic and oh so great and lovey-dovey to be like, yeah, we're 4 states apart, but like he calls me every night and blah 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 and blah 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 blah. You have to realize the reality of it. You get to see each other what? Spring break, summer break,
Ooh, no.
like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like, be realistic about what's going on.
They FaceTime, though.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
FaceTime. What do you do? Do you shove your iPhone up your pussy and let him talk to you?
Well, he could get a flashlight, and then she could get...
You can make a mold of his dick,
yeah,
you
you
know
can do
that,
a mold,
right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, you can.
You
Yeah.
can. I tried to get one of my exes to do one of that. I was like, you live too far away. Let's get it cracking.
Did it work?
So,
No, it didn't. Just kidding.
yeah, like you need to figure out if this is really what you want. If you really want to be in a relationship with him right now, then you need to get over it and just trudge through. Or you guys can take a break and rediscover this later on when you guys are closer to graduation, or you can just walk away from the situation now.
I feel like a movie or a show came out, because I feel like long distance relationship is coming back up like a phase.
I don't know why.
I think ever since this whole internet catfish thing, it's been...
Shouldn't that drive him away from it?
I know, right? But I feel like it's making more and more people
They're like, I hope I
into
get
it.
catfish so I can be on the show.
That could be it.
Stupid. Anyways, is there any major reason why you're in different schools? Like,
Maybe because of scholarships.
I guess, but I don't know. I say pause and then resume because long distance wouldn't really work unless you got the money to make it work. You know what I mean? Unless
I just
you're
feel like
able
this
to
just
travel
seems
and see them.
But like, what about like one person has a ton of money, the other one doesn't, and like one is always traveling for the other?
But that's a one-sided relationship.
But-
And I feel like it just seems like a lot of work for nothing.
I mean, it's
Just seems like a long distance booty call.
you love this person. No, because they're providing each other with emotional support. Like, this is the person that she says that she loves. But there's a certain amount of physicality that comes with love. You can either wait, and it can be done because, you know, those military families do it. Well, the ones that don't cheat.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, maybe you can have an arrangement or something, an agreement.
maybe you can have a dude that you fuck and your man is still your man until y'all get together.
And y'all can FaceTime the whole thing. You got your bitch ready? Okay, alright. You know, something. I don't know. Since it's killing you so bad, it just... Does anyone have plans on transferring schools or what?
Girl, do not fuck up your scholarship chasing after this nigga. Stay where your ass has got some free tuition and some damn dorm and stuff. Do not chase after this man for that. Oh. Have a discussion with him and be real. Be like, this is how I feel. And go from there. But understand that a long-distance relationship, as romantic as it sounds, I know that we be watching all these movies and shit and you think it's so beautiful and he's gonna wait for me. It's great. Until you realize, damn, we going out tonight. All my homegirls and gone home with some dick, and I'm over here, and this game's picked up. Yeah, you sleep. Right. Got a final in the morning. And I'm over here.
I mean, phone sex only goes so far.
It really does.
Yeah, I was in a long distance relationship, and then I left him for my girlfriend. So.
Well, bitch, that don't speak well for y'all.
And he wasn't very happy about it to this day, so.
I've done long distance relationships, but I mean, I felt the same thing. I'm like, I don't have enough sex. There was not enough physicality there for me. It was great to talk to you on the phone. Well, not really, because I'm not a big phone talker, but you want a physical connection, and if you can't really get that long distance wise.
Well, I sometimes don't get long distance relationship for college people because do you know where your set job's gonna be? If you're already willing to travel for college, would you be? You're probably gonna look for another job somewhere else. Like, are you guys both gonna be? Like, is everything else planned out? That's what I just feel like. Just college long relationships just doesn't pan out in my head.
Well, for college relationships, I always feel like you need to... College is a time to explore. A time that you will never really get back. That college age, specifically. So I feel like maybe this might be a good thing because you guys might need to experience life outside of each other in order to see if this is really what it's supposed to be, what you feel like it is. Because I think the worst thing to happen and I know there's some stories where like, oh, we met when we were in 8th grade and we've been together ever since, and those are beautiful stories. However, there are sometimes where I feel like people get together, get comfortable, and because it's easier to be with this person than it is to try something new, and then you 40, 50 years down the line are not really sure how you feel, or you have some resentment because you didn't really get to experience anything outside of the relationship. So maybe it's a mixed blessing.
And I mean, I've done that. Like, to this day, I'm with my high school sweetheart, but we had a 2-year break. I moved to Las Vegas, did my own thing, and then we did find ourselves back to each other, and she moved to Vegas, and that's how we rekindled everything, you know? So I mean, if it's real, honestly, if you let it go, if it's real, it'll come back.
What is it? Absence makes the heart grow fonder?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
So, I mean, if he's really yours, let him do his thing and get rich, and then get with him when he got something. And then apparently he can't afford to see your ass right now, so
shit, I wouldn't be trying to afford to see you either. 4 states away, bitch. Why you didn't apply at my school? Why you...
Is he a football player, girl? Who is he?
You better let him go and get his education. Let him, because at least you got a man who's trying to get an education. You might want to. Right. They're few and far between, girl. Yeah. You end up with a nigga that ain't shit.
I know, he might like that. He's like, baby, just do your thing.
Yeah, maybe he's thinking the same thing. You guys sit down and talk it out. FaceTime it out. Skype it out.
Because he's probably been fucking bitches this whole time. So.
Probably has been.
Okay. Devil's advocates over here.
It is what it is.
All right, our next letter.
So next one's a question.
Okay.
I don't know how we're all going to answer it. All right.
We'll see.
Hey, everyone.
Hi.
I'm wanting to know about queefing.
Sorry.
Okay.
Why does it happen? Does it only happen to slutty women? Or am I just walking weird?
What?
Help me.
So queefing is when air gets forced into the vagina.
Because it's dry. I just learned it. Because it's dry.
It really is because
A
it's dry?
dry vagina queefs more.
What?
Well,
you
a wet
can
one
queef
queefs
being
too,
wet
doesn't it?
though.
Huh?
A wet one
being
queefs.
A
wet.
queef
You can
doesn't,
queef
but it
during
doesn't do
sex.
it as much. Well, during sex, that's different. But like,
Oh.
just as like standalone vagina, a dry one, I guess, causes air pockets because it's not. I don't know. It gets really
Because
weird.
it's not moving.
Yeah, and it just releases
much
when you,
friction.
yeah. I don't know. It's weird how they were trying to explain it to me. They were trying to go in
Who was
depth.
trying to explain it to you?
Well,
He worked in an office for a
Yeah.
living.
Oh, okay.
and I was just like, oh,
So there
so
you
you're
go.
not lubricated. Or not lubricated, you're just not hydrated. No, please do not be walking with a tub of lube. You're just squirting yourself every
Drink
half
some
hour.
more
Just
water,
drink
girl.
So she like walking, it's like.
Yeah,
To some
drink some water.
Kegels. Water and Kegels.
Wait, Kegels for what?
Kegels.
To tighten it up so you don't have no air pockets up there.
Oh.
But I feel like it would happen regardless. Even if
I
you're
don't-
all like, because your muscles tie, what are you going to do? Get like, I just imagine like this overly pumped vagina with a bunch of muscles now. Like,
I don't know. When you said air pockets, I just thought of all this open space that's capturing air.
um,
I don't know.
I'm trying to process it, and I just see like this weird like plane or like a bubble, and then you're walking, you lift your leg up.
Oh gosh, huh? I don't know.
No.
Well,
Just
like
keep
what's
hi-
going on? Are you like walking around and you keep queefing and you can't stop, or
Did you pick up something, or
Girl, drink some damn water,
are you
please.
having sex?
stretch also? Because I noticed like in dance class, girls be queefing all the time because they don't stretch enough.
Really?
Yes.
Never
In
would
dance-
have thought.
Yes, when you're stretching and stuff, all you hear is... Well, I guess technically because they're stretching and they're letting all the air out, I guess. If there's
Maybe
any
your
of
pussy
it.
wants to be a rapper. Maybe it's got a song to sing and you just need to let it go.
Maybe it's a redneck and wants to do a
Let it
harmonica.
go.
Maybe it's beatboxing.
I don't know, I guess so. What, drinking water? That was
I don't know. Get hydrated.
Yeah, just keep hydrated.
Keep
And
hydrated. I mean, Kegels are good anyways.
Just
Think about
stretch
something
out.
that turns you
Yeah,
on all the
just
time so
stretch
you walk
out.
around wet.
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe
Just be
she's
healthy.
leaking, or
What?
I
Leaking?
wonder if
Is she too lubricated?
she's too lubricated. I wonder if that could be an issue.
What's your pH balance?
Oh my god.
Get the strip! Get the strips!
Yes. It has to be a certain color.
Oh my
What is it?
She's
Yellow
a basic
or green?
bitch. She's a basic bitch.
It's a monostat.
Monostat, what is it? Monostat TQ or whatever.
I don't know. It's those little egg thingies that you pop in. They're gross. They just leak all the medicine out.
Ew. Ew. Not okay. Not okay. Girl, you gonna be queefing or you gonna be leaking. You need. Poor thing.
Over-medicated leaking vagina.
Oh, poor thing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
You do you. Keep hydrated.
Yeah.
drink
stretch
some
out.
Pedialyte, get some
Get some
Gatorade, get you some
No, drink
electrolytes.
some water. Just drink
Yeah.
water.
You know,
Don't
that usually solves
overcomplicate
a lot
it.
of problems.
Yeah. Solves a lot
At least
of
when it
problems.
happens, tell people it was a queef and not a fart, because I just feel like that's way better, though. Like, ugh, no, it was a queef. Okay.
I just love the connotation of a queef.
Pussy's hungry.
That's exactly what I always
It's
say.
growling, girl.
I need some dick. I need some dick.
Oh, I hope someone queefs near me again.
I kind of don't know if I want you to write back
I
in
don't know
and
how to
tell
do
you
that
your
on
drinking
cam.
Ew.
Maybe I should
Can you
record my
imagine
sex
if
the
you
next
queef
time.
on
But like, you want to hear it?
Ew.
Snapchat a queef. Snapchat a queef.
I'm not. My legs are closed.
Snapchat a queef.
Wait, what? Did you say stop trying or snap?
No,
Snapchat
Snapchat a
a
queef. That's our hashtag.
Make a video Instagram. 15 seconds, that's all we need.
Oh my god. Well,
I can't stop laughing.
how weird that is.
I know,
How do you
right?
spell it? Q-U-I-F?
No, I thought it was Q-U-E-F-F.
Shit if I know.
We'll make up a spelling.
Don't queef.
Urban
I feel like
Dictionary.
queef and hence are my two favorite words.
Hence?
Yeah.
You're dry, hence you queef. All right, you guys.
Keep
That wraps
lubricated.
up this section of... Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess let us know if you...
No, I don't want to know. You know what? You do you. Keep hydrated. If you have problems, call your gyno or your PCP. Whatever. Figure it
PCP?
out. Well, primary care.
Oh,
Primary care doctor. Or primary care physician. I'm
you're
sorry.
a PCP doctor.
Oh, yeah, do
Oh
not
my
do
God.
PCP.
No, do
We're
not
not
do
condoning the
PCP.
use of PCP.
Oh my god. I didn't even do.
Oh, what happened? Y'all did it? y'all both were like, no. I'm like, I don't have no PCP stories, so.
Good God.
I've never done real drugs, so.
Oh god.
All right, you guys. So now it's time for our remedy section.
What? Alexis going first.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
So, Ellen.
When all fails. That's okay. I never mind going first. I ain't scared. Okay. So, guys, I recently got hired by Lawler Event Center, so I help out with, the games and stuff.
Go Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
So, the first game was last week on the 30th, and they played Southern Utah and won, of course. And so it was awesome. It was really fun. It was really hot, but that's okay. So my job was to check tickets and make sure that people were sitting in the right spot before they go up the stairs. And so I had general admission. So before they come up, I'm like, can I check your ticket, please? Word of advice, if y'all never been to a game, do not throw your ticket away the moment you get in the stadium.
What's the way with a ticket?
I don't know, but these people are like, I don't have a ticket. Okay, well, you can't sit here and buy. Yeah, and if you have a special ticket, why are you trying to sit in general admission?
Damn.
Go to your reserved ticket. Oh my gosh, it was so annoying. And then, okay, these people, they come up. I'm like, can you check your ticket? I just see general. I'm like, okay, enjoy the game. They go, you want to come down for a hot dog or something. Bring your ticket. I'm not going to remember you. You know how many people was like, you don't remember me? You seriously don't remember? No. No, not at all. Where's your ticket? Oh my gosh, especially when they're rude about it. She was like, this girl got asked for my ticket every time. Yeah, I'm doing it to everybody.
Yeah, bitch, it's not just you.
Yes. And then there's people who are trying to bum rush. One person's trying to toss me, other people are going, I'm like, hold on, where's your ticket? Shoot, halfway through the game though, I was like, enjoy the game. Whatever. And then all these students don't want to sit in the student section and they just want to show me their ID. No, you can't sit here. Are you serious? The other person let me sit here. No, he didn't because he's an ass, so I know damn well he didn't. Stop lying to me. It's too hot for this shit. Go sit with the young people. This is all family anyways. So just hold on to your ticket. Do not have your ticket on your phone because so many people's phone died and now they don't have no ticket no more.
Damn.
Print it out. Print out several. Keep it on you because I can't tell the difference between you and someone who's just sneaking in. And, hopefully I'm not working in that section next time. But not everyone's as nice as me because, I let a few people go. Like, okay, whatever, enjoy it. Other people, he was just like, get out of here. Because a lot of people, they were like, oh, well, I'm a student. My friend bought a ticket. And we really want to sit together. Other person was not having it. So, yeah.
Yikes.
Don't get mad at people for doing their job. Hold on to your tickets. Sit where it fucking says. And enjoy the game.
And don't be a bitch about it.
Yeah. Shoot. But I did get a lot of compliments, though. My manager came up to me. He was like, so many people are saying how smiling you are the whole time.
Because you're pretty.
That's probably it.
Because you're
I don't know. All
pretty.
these drunk guys. This one guy was like hanging out with me, kind of. And then this one lady came up and I asked for the ticket. She was like, well, we don't have a ticket. They didn't give us one. And then he just started talking. He was like, well, we can't let you sit here. You don't have a ticket. I didn't even have to say anything. And then tell me why, after he was bitching at them, the husband pulls out the ticket. I was like, ooh, no, they didn't.
Bitch, what?
I know. She was like, I was like, thank you for getting them to take it. He was like, you gonna be here next game? I was like,
Oh, shit.
really?
Not if you don't be here.
But it was so,
Oh,
he
the
was so
finger
rude.
pointing.
It was crazy, but I had fun. But you know, learn some manners, people, and hold on to your fucking ticket. That's all I gotta say.
That is funny.
Francesca, it's your turn.
What? My name's not Francesca.
Oh, come on.
All right. So mine's more about just like YouTubers. So a lot of people, I feel like I always talk about YouTube. I really
do.
You
You do, and you even said, I'm not just on YouTube all day. I think that was like last
I
episode.
see it all the time. YouTube gets brought up a lot. Because usually I'm on the phone at work, and I was just like, dude.
Usually I'm on the phone at work.
Oh, yeah.
Not working.
I'm at hold. I'm at hold all the time because I have to like schedule stuff. Anyways, I don't have to defend myself to you.
I just hope your boss.
Right? I am. She knows. Okay.
She's like watching the video. From
I know, right?
from the.
I know, right? Well, I got a pill, and then, anyways, so my thing is, there's a lot of good YouTube videos out there, like good ideas that start, and then they can't get over all like the bad negativity that is on YouTube, and then they just stop. There was like this really good one where this kid was, I think what was he doing? He was like imitating SNL skits, but he was doing SNL skits by himself. Like he would cut himself in every single position.
Oh.
And like it was amazing. I laughed my ass off. But he said he wasn't going to do it anymore because he couldn't take the criticism. And it just like made me so sad. Because I'm like, oh my God, this is the best idea I've ever seen in a good time. My favorite lady that's on there is Auntie Fee.
I know. You talked about
I love her.
He loves him.
And then she made that one video where she says that she's so sick and tired of all those people talking shit about her. And she did prison time, blah, 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 blah. But she's still doing it. Mm-hmm. She doesn't care. She's doing what she wants. And I just love people like that. So I just feel like you should just stick. Don't let you do you.
Don't ever read that shit.
Yeah, don't even read it. There's a lot of people that block comments on their YouTube videos.
I was going to say, all you got to do is hit them with a swift block.
Right, and then you're done. You can block the whole entire thing. And
yeah.
I just feel like you do you, and just keep on doing it, and just don't worry about other people. Because other people are bored, sitting on their couches, drinking Mountain Dew, talking to their other pretend friends, not doing anything, and you're actually doing something. Mm-hmm. Go for it. Side note, I really do not watch YouTube that much. I really don't. Maybe like half an hour a day.
Well, I mean, in this day and age, you can't even avoid YouTube. You know what I mean? You hanging out with your friend, they're like, oh my God, look at this video. You go on Facebook, you see tons of videos. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. It's our lifestyle. Ridiculousness on MTV. They play videos. I'm sure those are YouTube videos.
Wow.
I just feel like, so if you enter yourself into like doing something like this, like you have to understand that like criticism is going to come. Yeah. It's just a part of it. Criticism is a part of life in general, and so you have to be ready to accept that. You can just pretend like you don't fucking hear these people if the criticism's not positive and just keep it pushing. Mm-hmm. But learn that you're gonna get hit with that. Us doing this show, I've got plenty of criticism on it, but I'm just all, and if it's positive, it's positive. Yes, I love to hear from you guys of what you want, so that we can modify the show. But at the same time, if you come with me with some bullshit ass criticism just because you want to be a hater because you're not doing shit but eating hot Cheetos, sipping Yoo-Hoo on the fucking couch, well, fuck you. Like,
yeah.
It's just a part of life. And it's sad that people that are so talented get discouraged by that because they do such great things. Like, a lot of the stuff on YouTube is really funny to watch. But people on YouTube, the internet makes it so people can be anonymous and they feel like it gives them courage to just talk shit.
Yeah.
So if they're talking shit to you, block them. Don't give a damn. Yeah. Learn how to deal with criticism because you're going to get it your whole life through. So learn how to deal with it now.
Yep.
Instead of waiting until it gets harder, because it doesn't ever get easier. Yeah. People are going to always talk shit, and all you can do is tell them to kiss your ass.
And you know what? You're doing something right, because it's better that they talk shit than not noticed at all.
Right? They watching your damn video.
Right?
To even say nothing. You know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, it's a give or take. Your whole point is for people to watch. More so for people to love. But even if people are hating,
they're still watching.
That's more watches for you. And eventually on YouTube, you start getting paid for how many likes. So I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? That's the loser making you even more popular.
Yeah,
so
nigga, watch my video and make all these nasty ass comments because I'm going to the bank. Like,
exactly. Fuck those people. You can't be sensitive. You gotta do what you gotta do. And, you know, the only person who can hold you back is you. The only person who can stop you from doing what you're already doing is you. That person making that comment can't make you stop. You know, I mean, unless they go kill you. That's a whole nother story.
No.
And if you putting out your damn address, you stupid. Don't let these people know where you live.
Oh, I remember that story from like years ago when she got like Facebook trapped and like murdered her.
And then there's that one guy who got robbed because he kept posting all of his information on his YouTube videos, and then, of course, it had to be two niggas went and robbed his ass. But it's because he was stupid. Like, I don't even want to tell people that we live in Reno. In fact, I live in Gardnerville.
I live in Manhattan, Nevada.
I live in Venus.
So, yeah, bitches, don't come looking for us. Apparently, she's doing some PCP.
No, y'all don't hear that Gaga song?
Which one?
Take off to the planet. Venus.
Shit got awkward real quick.
Okay.
I don't know. Whatever.
No more late drinking for Ellen. Just kidding.
Well, that's where I live, if you want to know. And it's super hot there, so if you're not hot like me, you can't come visit.
Oh, my God. All right, guys. So, my remedy. So, I went on a date.
Oh, God.
And I'm pretty sure the person I went on a date with is either has been or is a serial killer.
What?
Oh, those are interesting people.
It was one of those dates where you just kind of look, and the person was so like emotionally detached from life in general. Like the way he spoke about people in his life, he was very much a sociopath. But that is not the problem that I had. My remedy is, while we were at dinner, he never looked or address the waiter properly. And that frustrates the hell out of me when you treat people that are serving you food or helping you with anything as if they are servants. I know that their job is to serve. They are waiters and waitresses. However, you treat them with the common decency. You look at them when you talk to them. You say thank you. He didn't say thank you. And the whole time, he's looking in my direction as he's talking to this person. And I'm like trying to like signal to the person like, hey, thank you, or, you know, we really appreciate it. I'm trying to make up or overcompensate for the fact that this guy's being a complete fucking douchebag.
Maybe he liked you so much he just stared at you.
No, I don't believe that that's true. Mm-hmm. I believe that he is just, I kind of feel like he's a sociopath and, like, he just doesn't have a conscience. It was a blind date, which is why I don't fucking do these. I know.
Craigslist.
Thanks, Angela, bitch. You hooked me up with a person who's fucking crazy, and I hope he hears. Actually, no, I don't, because I'm pretty sure he might kill me.
I know this guy.
So, Angela, don't listen to this, and don't let him listen to this either. But yeah, you guys have to learn to treat people like, I don't understand. I've never worked in the food industry, but that doesn't stop me from like having the common courtesy to be like, thank you, or say please to them. Like, they don't have to be nice to you.
When I worked,
they could piss in your food.
When I worked at like a coffee shop, whatever, Starbucks, I didn't care if you didn't say thank you or please. I get it. You're in a rush or in a coffee shop. You want to get in and out. My only thing was being acknowledged. Acknowledge me. Say hi. That's all I want from you. I hate it when people are on their fucking phone when they're trying to do stuff with you. Now that I've worked in the food industry a little bit, I don't even know if I consider it a full industry, but as like serving something to someone.
You worked in the service industry.
Whenever I get a phone call or I'm talking to someone, I always ask like, hey, is it okay if I take my phone call? I'm so sorry. And whatever, and then usually it just goes on from there.
I mean, it's common courtesy. It's common decency. I don't know if it's because like the generations that we have, not even just the generations that we have, adults older than us do this.
Yeah, they do.
They are so caught up in their phones or whatever that they completely forget that they are actually interacting with the human that's right in front of them, and that frustrates me. I don't like that. I feel like it shows poor manners and that you weren't raised properly. And like it got to the point towards the end of the day where I was getting frustrated with him, like, this man is talking to you, looking at you, look at him and address what he is saying to you. It's horrible that you feel like you can disregard him because you are, he's serving you your food. Which is even more of a reason why you should fucking pay attention to him, because this motherfucker, like I said, could piss in your soup. Right? Like, you don't know what the hell
they're doing. What if he forgets which food is yours and which is his?
Then I'm going to be pissed because I'm over here trying to say to, hey, Thank you so much. Oh, thanks for the water. Can we please? I'm trying to make sure you know I'm not like him. Don't fuck up my shit back there. Do not mess up my spicy tuna roll.
He's so detached from these things.
Bring my shit back right. Like, don't
I
you?
love spicy tuna.
Right? We were at a sushi restaurant, so I guess the date wasn't a complete failure. But like, I was like, please don't fuck up my food. I appreciate you and all that you do. Please know that. Fuck up his food if you won't.
I love talking to waiters and waitresses. I've had a conversation that I've actually gotten them in trouble because they like sit with me
And talk too much.
Yeah.
So the end of that is just pretty much people act like you got some damn sense and treat people like they should be treated.
Yeah. And don't be a sociopath on the date.
Yeah, please don't be a contract
like,
killer.
what exactly did he talk about? Like,
The worst part about it was like, I was like, okay, so what do you do? And he's like, oh yeah, I get my money, or you know those generic ass answers.
Oh.
And in my mind, I'm thinking drug dealer,
I do
drug
this.
dealer, because I'm thinking you're a drug dealer.
That's exciting.
But then he started talking about like friends and family, and the way he did it, it was just like, so like, it's just me by myself, and I just really just.
Me against the world.
And I'm just like, so... No, it wasn't me against the world. It was just like, it's just me. Like, I don't hang out with anybody. I just don't do anything. Like, I just... And I was like, so...
Is he a WoW person?
Whoa. No. He's a lawyer.
Oh.
But I also Googled him and couldn't find him. So... So...
Who's he a lawyer for? The underworld? Like...
Right? So if I show up missing... Lisa, shout out,
Who are we supposed to Google or find out?
Lisa, I told you, you tried to help me Google him. If I come up missing, girl, send out the FBI. I got killed, like, I got kidnapped by Huck.
Right?
Like,
Huck's started being real crazy.
right?
No,
That's
that
what it
girl's
felt.
even crazier, Quinn or whatever.
Right?
And now they fucking, so whatever.
All right, you guys, that wraps up another episode of The D-Tox. Remember, you can check us out on SoundCloud and YouTube. And like I told you last week, we will be on iTunes and iHeartRadio coming soon. So make sure to check that out.
Moving on up.
Until then, I know, right? Yeah. We grow. No, he took it to the Jefferson. To iTunes. All right, you guys. But thank you for checking out. Remember, you can hit us up, comment, rate, subscribe, everything. We love hearing from you guys. It helps us build the show, make it a little bit better for you every time. We appreciate all you guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Transsexual, send us a message.
Oh my god, I'm gonna read that book. There's a famous one. What's her name? The famous one.
Laverne Cox.
No, it's not. That's the.
The black.
Oh, never mind. She is the famous one.
Yeah, the one that was on Time Magazine like a month ago.
Yeah, that's her
Laverne Cox.
name.
Yeah, Laverne Cox.
Oh.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, you guys. Remember that this episode of the D-Tox intro and outro music was brought to you by Brandon Warren, an excellent producer from the local Northern Nevada area. He remixed Drake's take on 2 On and put his own little beat to it, and it's fantastic. You can find him on soundcloud.com/mellow, MELLWOUT/tracks. Remember, that's soundcloud.com/mellow, MELLWOUT/tracks. You can also check out his interview on www.thedetox.com.